So today we are building in Willow Creek on this 40 by 30 lot located here. But not only is this lot going to be a beautiful home in the end, it's also going to be my May 2024 shell challenge. This is what I made of the challenge or the shell, but the shell is available for you to participate on the gallery. I just called it May 2024 shell. I have 3 simple rules, and we'll get to those in just a second. But the idea of this particular shell challenge was a modern style building. I mean, you don't have to do modern, but in my head, I was imagining modern. But you could basically do whatever. You could turn it into a community lot. It can be residential. Whatever you want it to be. Here are my rules. So you cannot modify exterior walls. You must use base game and 1 pack. And lastly, you must share it to the gallery with the hashtag Simified May 24. And your builds may be featured in a future video where we kind of walk through what the shells look like. But back to this build. So this is my version. This is kind of what I had floating around in my head. I've been watching a lot of luxury home show and just luxury homes. And I don't know, this one wasn't any particular house, but definitely something I wanted to kind of play with and make something that was very pretty. The idea behind this was that it's going to become an artist's home. And the best part is I only used base game and 1 other pack, which I chose my pack to be eco lifestyle. So it's a very accessible house. Except in terms of simoleons. The simoleons are 124,512. But as far as packs go, it's a very accessible build. 40 by 30 lot is, not tiny, but it's also not huge either. We do have much larger ones. But I called this particular build Croft House. And it was kind of like a play on the word of craft, but croft. So it's Croft House, and it is mixing wood and concrete and stone to make this beautiful semi-eco house. And I say that only because it looks nice, uses a lot of eco lifestyle, but also I did put in some solar panels on the roof of the 2nd floor in one area. I think I did a handful of solar panels, but you could do other things with this lot and turn it into a full eco home if you so choose to. Just kind of came up with the shape. I was going to use actual doors for a garage, but we come back later and make a fake garage door. And where the garage is located in this particular build is actually an art studio. So I included a bunch of different things for your Sims to do. I included the woodworking table, a painting easel, candle making, and a fizzy station. I'm not really sure what that is, but it's in there. So I'm imagining they can make fizzy drinks and stuff. That's what it sounds like to me, based on the little fruit thing below it, a little bit of oranges or something. So I'm assuming that that's what that is. I haven't played with that ever before, but I thought it was cool to kind of include that because it's something I've never used. It came with eco lifestyle. So skill building galore in this house. And in my particular game, I moved in Dustin Broke because his last name is Broke. And I just imagine him being this artist who was once broke, but now has this beautiful home, and he has a home studio where he can create whatever he wants, sell those things, whether it's his paintings, candles, fizzy drinks, whatever. So the floor plan is coming together pretty quickly. I have to say base game is a struggle. I'm kind of glad I didn't limit the challenge to just base game. I was contemplating that, but I just couldn't do it. There's just not enough content in the game for me to just be base games. So, I liked mixing the stuff though. And at least having 1 other pack gives you some flexibility. So with the challenge, you can choose whatever pack you want. You can add foundations. You can, like I said, you can change the lot type if you want. It doesn't even have to be modern. You can make it a ranch if you want to. if you happen to choose your pack as being horse ranch. But I'm interested to see what people come up with. I do want to mention when I did share it to the gallery, I did leave like the boxes or like the interior walls. You can change the interior walls however you see fit. You just can't change the exterior. So pretty simple challenge, I guess, in a way. Also challenging too because it's just base game. If you do want to grab my version of Croft Home on the Sims 4 gallery, here is the gallery listing. It's a 40 by 30 lot, 3 bed, 3 bath, 124,512 simoleons. And again, it's just base game and eco lifestyle. I also included the hashtag Simified May 24. That way, if you happen to look up other builds with that hashtag, you'll also see my version there too. And I included a couple of other hashtags. But back to the build. So I did swap out the windows for base game windows. I was going to use the eco lifestyle windows, but I decided to use the base game ones because they had more flexible shapes without the big like frames and things on them. So I just felt that they fit nicer. And you could do like the smaller square windows, which we don't really get a lot of those types of windows anymore. They all generally seem to be pretty big windows, or we get like angled windows or something, but it's nice having some small squares. I would love like a circular window, like a port window or something. That's would be great. Kind of like the square ones here that I used, but just in a circle. That would be pretty cool. We did make a fake garage door, like I had mentioned. I also added a skylight, which will actually bring light in above the front door, just kind of make it feel nice. There is a downstairs bathroom, a hallway bathroom, and then there's the primary bedroom that has its own bathroom. And there is a small fake walk-in closet. It's not functional because we didn't have functional closets at that point. I did think about putting in like the hanging clothes and stuff to make it look more like a closet, but then I thought, let's just make it look like a set of wardrobes. So I used like the base game cabinetry, like the really tall one, and kind of made it look like a cabinet or basically like wardrobes. Again, not functional. It's just a small room, but you could, if you really, really wanted to, maybe turn it into like a nursery that would be off the primary bedroom for your Sims. If you did happen to move in here, it's just a thought. I mean, it would be a really tiny room, but it's also pretty convenient having that close by, especially like the bathroom being right there. And then you have like the tub to bathe and everything. So works out well. As far as color scheme, I went with like a soft blue for the main living space, mainly because of this blue accent wall. We do an accent wall of concrete, and I use the same wood on the exterior on the interior, but I chose a lighter color, which I also end up using in the like the first main bath, but also the hallway bath. I did not carry the same theme to the main primary bath, but I use the variation that has like this concrete border along the bottom. So I think that looks pretty nice. We throw in a stereo there. And I was trying to figure out what bookcase I wanted to put in this corner. I didn't like that. So I went with the smaller one because I felt like the other one was too big. And there aren't many bookcases to choose from, being only base game and eco lifestyle. For my choice of packs. So yeah, I think I made a good choice with the pack, only because the pack allowed me to basically give the build the style that I wanted it to have. So keep that in mind when you're choosing your pack to partake in the May 24 shell challenge. I guess I should also mention challenges will be due on the 10th of June. So you basically have a month, plenty of time to get it done. So yeah, we're now putting together the master bath. And I went with white in here, and I did this like metal accent wall thing going on in the primary bedroom and just on the one wall in the primary bath. I was contemplating like raising the mirrors up with tulle, but then I thought, you know what, let's just scrap that and just do a smaller like base game wide mirror, which again, we don't really get many of those anymore either. We get some weird shapes and stuff, which is cool, but I like having those kind of wide mirrors. I guess I shouldn't say that because we did get some with Spa Day, like a nice wide one with some like built-in lights, but I don't know. We could always use more. The primary bedroom has like a red theme going with it, like a dark wood and red theme. So I kind of brought the dark wood tones from out of the primary bath. I mean, they don't match one to one, but I'd say it's pretty close and pretty similar. But very nice primary bedroom, I have to say. It's big, but not like overly big. And I just love the style in here. It just seems so like fresh and clean. And we are doing curtains now, but I do change out those curtains that are pulled back for just flat ones because I felt like it just looks better on the other window. And I'm like, you know what? Let's just make them all match. We do put in a ceiling fan, which I was surprised that it is base game. I kind of thought it would be like Island Living based on the like the fan blades kind of looking like wooden palm leaves, but no, it's base game. So I thought that was pretty cool. And I did have to reset my pack a couple of times, like my choice, but it wasn't too bad to build this way actually. And then I did some clutter in the primary bedroom, and I'm putting some paintings and some other different things. I was just trying to figure out if there's anything else I wanted to do, like create a custom headboard or something on that back wall, but I decided against that and just left it go. I am putting some clutter on the main living space now and kind of fixing up some items that I was like, yeah, it's clutter time. So just wanted to make it look a little more lived in and feel a bit more homey. So that's what we're doing here. You'll notice the kitchen and bathrooms all have this like concrete floor. I also used the hexagon wood floor, which came with Eco Lifestyle. And that's one that is hard to commit to because of the busy pattern, but choosing it in a light color like that, it just looks so nice. It almost looks like wood tiles or something. Definitely pretty, but this is the skill building room or the garage. So you have the woodworking table out here. You can see the candle making in the corner, the painting easels. I also threw in a treadmill. So again, fitness skill as well. I did this floor lamp because of the lighting it casts, even though it's kind of weird and like no other light in the game does that. I just really liked the lighting because I imagine like your sim would flick that on when they're painting and it would kind of cast this cool like light on whatever they happen to be painting. So yeah, we're doing the hallway bath upstairs now. I basically carried the same theme from the first floor's hallway bath, just brought it upstairs and did some accent walls and stuff with like concrete. And this ends up becoming a little girl's room. And then there's another bedroom that becomes like maybe a guest room, but it's also like an office. I wasn't really sure how to furnish bedrooms. Like I'm never really sure how to furnish bedrooms or who they should be furnished for, but I decided to do a little girl's room here. So it's a lot of pink, soft pink. We got a lot of little toys and just fun little things. I didn't know that like, I believe it's either base game or Eco Lifestyle, but that little like caterpillar shelf thing actually has different swatches. So you could do like little mountains and things. I thought that was so neat to use. I kind of wanted to make it feel like it was like a custom side table or something for the bed. So yeah, and we're using some base game furniture in here and the base game photos mixed with some Eco Lifestyle as well. And then we have these wall decals, which I thought was nice because we do slide in an activity table. Again, artistry runs big in this house. So yeah, gotta start them early. So yeah. And I did put in some like other decorative like photos and stuff that I found where I imagine like your sim would have like sketched those and they're kind of like drawing those or something, or they kind of never finished them maybe, but they're on the wall by the painting easel. I did choose that rug at first and I thought, wow, that is awfully bright. So we kind of toned it down a bit with the softer colors. And moving on to the final bedroom, which this one is more of like the guest / office, very black theme in here, but I really love how it turned out. Very pretty, but also very like clean and minimal. I did toy with putting a dollhouse in here, but they're just so massive. So we took it out and just left the toy box. I thought that was kind of better because then it's better flow, like when your Sims are coming into the room or just kind of navigating around. And instead of the dollhouse, we did put toys down, but I did put in the drawing table. So again, plenty of things for your Sims to do. Over here, I thought about a dresser, but then I just thought this console table would work so much better. It kind of looks like a dresser, but it doesn't function as one. But with some clutter on it, it just makes it look like a great piece. and it just keeps the whole room theme kind of going. It's very nice. I was thinking about doing like those slatted parts on the wall behind the bed, but the bed was kind of like clipping through them, so I thought, yeah, let's not. Out in the hallway we do some more like colorful pop of art there. And I also put one in the primary bathroom as well. I did think about making this like wraparound area upstairs accessible, but then I decided against it because it's just like the guest bedroom and the little girl's room, so you really don't need that. Had that been like the primary bedroom side of the house, I probably would have, but I did not. This little room, I decided to make a little like pool house kind of thing. So I tuck in a bar, a sink, and just some like decorative cabinetry. I didn't put anything like a refrigerator or anything, though I guess that would have been pretty convenient. We didn't have mini fridges or anything because again, they're not base game or eco lifestyle for that matter. So couldn't really use one of those. But I do put in a barbecue grill out here, which is why I thought that like the fridge would have been like super convenient having one in there. But it's something you can add if you want. You could just take out one of those like tall fake cabinets. I was toying with this idea of doing like these concrete squares alongside the pool out back, but I do end up taking those out, and I just end up using this concrete terrain paint that came with Eco Lifestyle, which I've never really done before, but I thought it just looks so nice. And now I'm lighting up for the nighttime, but we do change out these lights in the garden. I kind of size down some lights, these like nice spotlights, which cast beautiful light shadows on the whole house. Keeps with that modern aesthetic and that modern vibe, and it's beautiful, I think. The outdoor trash bin is tucked behind that hedge there in the backyard, and I also plop in a chimney, which I surround by like a half wall to kind of make like a fake chimney. Just to keep with the overall theme of the house. Finishing up the exterior lighting now, just kind of continued around the back, and we do come in with landscaping and do some bushes and shrubbery. I don't believe I filmed that part, but you'll get to see in the screenshots basically how it ends up. And I use a lot of bushes, base game bushes. Everything is base game, and eco lifestyle. But yeah, so beautiful house. If you're enjoying the video so far, make sure to give it a thumbs up. Leave a comment below. Let me know what you think, anything you're up to. Are you going to partake in the shell challenge? If so, let me know. Let me know what you're thinking of like your theme to be. I mean, I guess if you want to share, otherwise you don't have to share what your theme is going to be until maybe it's done or something. That way like other people don't copy it or something, but that's up to you. But yeah, so I was toying with like putting like trees and planters. We do take that out, and we do use a debug car, but I do swap that out for a van because I thought a sports car is not practical, and I do get rid of these potted trees as well because I just thought that was just kind of weird. But we do have some garden planters out there as well, from the Eco Lifestyle, and also just the base game pots. But in the end, I think the house is just a really nice house, great family home, great family like artist home, crafty home, if you will. But this is called Croft Home. Again, beautiful. We're kind of walking through now with screenshots. This is the floor plan, if you're curious. Top down, this first floor, second floor, and then this is the main entryway, which again, just beautiful, clean, modern. This is the living space, and then we swing around to the kitchen, which is white and minimal, but still very pretty. And this is just kind of looking back on the main living space. This is the staircase, but before we go upstairs, we're going to hop into that craft room and just kind of show off all the things your Sims can do there, which is basically the fake garage, but still a great place to put that kind of stuff. And now we are upstairs, and we're going to breeze through the bedrooms and stuff. Just kind of go through. This is the primary bedroom, and then we get into the primary bath. I did not take a picture of the fake closet because it was just kind of like there really isn't anything to show there. Same thing with like the other hallway bath. I did show this one. This is the upstairs hallway bath, but they're pretty much similar. The only difference is the downstairs one doesn't have the bathtub. But and then we get into the other two bedrooms of the house, and then I show off the backyard with the pool and the little like pool house bar room kind of thing. But yeah, make sure to give this video a thumbs up if you haven't already. Do subscribe for future speed builds. and future challenges. I do a lot of speed builds here on my channel, basically only speed builds. So yeah, if that's your kind of thing, feel free to subscribe. But that's all I had for this video. I do thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next video.